Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a brand new series for you guys. We are going to be doing What If Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, was in My Hero Academia. I've been writing this one for a while. I think it's going to be, or it's going to turn out really well, do really well on the channel. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop right into the series. We begin our story the day that All Might saved at least 100 people. Sadly, that night, while everyone was praising the work that All Might had done, a young Peter Parker was not. Sadly, Peter's parents were working in that building and didn't make it out alive. The young, traumatized boy was sent to live with his relatives with a new goal of always being able to save everyone no matter what. Sadly, in that same year, while other kids were getting their quirks, Peter was tested and showed no signs of having a quirk. This took a toll on him, but with his uncle and aunt's support, he got right back on his feet. Instead, Peter began working on his mind, becoming a brilliant student. So much so that before applying to schools, he was getting offers from Shigetsu High School, Izamu Academy High School, and even an internship to work with David Shield on Island. However, Peter wanted to finish his last year, especially since he finally got the job of chief editor and photographer for the school paper at his school. Some time would pass, and the biology class at Peter's school was given the opportunity to go to an abandoned facility where animals were tested on. This is the place where Principal Nezu and other animals like cats, birds, and a variety of insects were tested on. At the location, Peter was multitasking between taking notes for his class and taking pictures for the paper. As he was about to take a photo, his camera jammed. He stopped to try to fix it, while his class moved on. While this was going on, a spider came down from its web and saw Peter. The spider was very colorful, different from most. It moved towards Peter, getting closer and closer. Just as Peter fixed his camera, the spider landed on his hand and bit him. Peter screamed in pain as the spider landed on the floor. He crushed it in frustration. A class member ran back to see if he was all right. Peter laughed it off and received some ice from the class tour guide. At the end of the day, Peter began feeling sick. His body felt weak, and suddenly he went unconscious. The next morning when he woke up, he felt very different, almost too different. For starters, he was no longer needing his glasses, and his physique was like a god. Peter ran to his computer, trying to connect the dots between his spider bite and his newfound abilities, but he couldn't find any spiders with that effect. Peter's aunt called him down and sent him on his way to school. He felt strange that day and received a lot more attention from girls without his glasses. During a point in the day, he stopped to use the restroom. After finishing, he touched the door, but he couldn't let go. He struggled and struggled, but nothing happened. Bully, with the quirk of Flash, started blinding Peter as everyone laughed at the quirkless stuck boy. Then, with a tug of anger, Peter ripped the door right off the wall clean. Everyone stopped laughing instantly, and Peter ran away, leaving the school grounds. After running for some time, Peter was in an alleyway. Here he found out about his climbing ability and his increased strength abilities. That night, he came home laughing in pure joy. When he got home from his day out, still happy, he was met by his guardians. While they hadn't seen him this happy in a long time, which made them happy, they had to shut it down. His uncle yelled at Peter for skipping half a day of school, which Peter completely forgot about. Uncle Ben then told Peter that the two were going for a ride. While Peter tried to apologize, his uncle yelled and gave him some talk no jutsu. His soliloquy ended with him telling Peter that with great power comes greater responsibility. This hit Peter in a strange way, as he began conspiracizing that Uncle Ben was trying to take his father's place, and ran out of the car at a red light. When Peter got home, his Aunt May had asked where Ben was, and Peter explained the situation. Just then there was a knock at the door, and just as they thought it was Ben, two police officers had come and told the family the poor news about the Uncle Ben. Sadly, during a battle between a hero and a monster, Uncle Ben was crushed while saving a young girl. Aunt May cried, and Peter felt distraught. He knew if he was there, Peter could have saved him. Some time passed, and the funeral had taken place. Peter then redeemed his goal on always being able to save everyone no matter what. Some more time would pass, and 10 months before the entrance exam to UA, Deku would have his storyline. During this time for Peter, he honed his skills by learning some martial art combos and developing launchers that shot a chemical which would create a strong web-like substance. Before Deku and Peter knew it, it was time for the entrance exam. And that is going to do it for this part. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. It also shows that you guys want more of this. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care and peace.